Okay, so another day of just coding. I'm gonna try to implement the binomial method for pricing options. And this method works by constructing a tree and using that tree and evaluating each tree point. Have it right here. So this is how the tree is gonna look. And then we're gonna add another dimension. And then we could do the payoff function. Evaluate it. The thing about this method, right? I'm not about the method. I'm just gonna build a tree, and I'm gonna try to get this tree down, and then once I get that tree down, then I'll move forward with the evaluation. But we just need the tree. So this is my notes. I only have notes up to the tree. So the actual evaluation part we'll do later. Just today, I just want to get the tree. So the tree will look something like this. We have m time steps. So let's say we start here, here. There's going to be and m parallel lines of this. And you notice that at each line, the current line is the amount of points inside. So like at line 3, it's going to be here the right. And this line on the left and that line on the right, they both have a probability. So the probability of S going up in price will be P, and the price of S going down in price will be 1 minus P. All right. So then if we go up price, we're going to multiply S by our up factor. And up factor is just like 1.1, 1.2. We'll find this out. We find this out through a bunch of solving here. And the down factor as well. You figure out how much it goes down. And with this formula. And it's really cool how they found the formulas here. They We have a discrete model and a continuous model. And the continuous model uses the risk-free rate and volatility. And so this is pretty much the risk-free, um, risk neutral. I don't know. I think risk-free, free, right? And this is everywhere it could go, assuming those things are constant, which is not true, but I'm pretty. There's other ways to do it. This is just the very basic intro option pricing. I'm just getting into this, and I will use Vim. Use Vim, and I'm still learning how to use typing's gonna copy, but I think it's gonna be really useful. And we're gonna be in Python. Let's get to work. I set up the project already. Fantastic. Okay, so our first step. Let's have something actually print to the screen. So so I'm just gonna, yeah, like that. What the exclamation point right here? Guys, I'm just terminal command. Oh, that. Go. I So now we could we have a lot of inputs. So it's like the typical input. So maybe I could make a generic option like generic type. I feel like that would make it sure. What would that be in Python? Because I know in like C++, I could use a struct. Maybe a class. I could just do right. And now this will be we have our option type, style, uh, our strike, float. Would spot price be a part? I think it should be, right? The current asset price. We'll determine that later. And then we could do a rate. Float or sigma fire. All fantastic. And with this, option type, okay. Perfectly set up. I don't like the way I did it. What the heck? Fine. My go. So now our binomial method will take in uh, uh, this one specifically as one extra thing, m, which is, and that will be our number of time steps, right? And the first part of this method would be converting our continuous time t into a discrete number of time steps, right? And do that, we're going to need delta t. And delta t, the difference in time between each step, each parallel line that I showed. Where's my? Okay. Yeah. So there is a space, dt, and then t plus delta t. That's the difference. To figure out what delta t would be, and delta t is our total, the expiry of our option plus expiry of our option divided by the number of time steps n. So then dot what? Ah, I put self on the wrong side. That's low key. Okay. So, oh yes. There you go. Ha! That's awesome. So now this should be fine. There you go. Our time divided by our number. I hope that makes sense. So then we could define our option. So let's say we're having call. Call is American. Have our price. Strike price 10. Which one? Okay, wait. I'm referencing a book. I want to use the same values. Book. So actually, we have strike price 50. Our spot price is also 50. With our rate 0.1. And our volatility being 4. Expiry 5 months. Right? And now with then we could type in binomial method. And we gosh. There you go. That makes a lot more sense. And then we can say there. Method. And we now. And our time steps will be 32. That's all we needed to call. And go. That's how much each time step would be. So if we start at 0, all the way, I think that we need to calculate our U, our up factor, our down factor, our probability. That with, so remember the beta. I'm just going to type out all these. Now we have all our values. Next is we need to define this S right here. So right now that S if we plug it into our formulas is that we so S, our first value in the tree, the current value as product. So 2S. Hmm. Okay. Now this is where things get rough. How should I define the tree? Right. I could do the tree. In the book, it's telling me it could be a 2 by 2 matrix. So I feel like there will be some problems if I do a 2 by 2. I know it's for sure possible dimensional. I'm going to try the 2 by 2. We'll see how it works, but we'll just see. So, is it possible to easy? I'm scared. Oh, that's nice. So we could say our tree will be a 2 by 2 matrix, and it could be of that size. My problem is it's just gonna have a lot of zero. I hope that's okay. That should be fine. So we could zeros, and then I think it's simple. I think there will be 33 lines. Okay, I'm thinking n plus one or one, two. Oh my god. There should be 33 lines because yes, m, but m will have our zero. So there should be that makes sense. Then at each line there will be at zero there should be two. At okay, fine. Worst case scenario, I could just subtract one from both sides. Right. That's our tree. And what we have to do is two ways to construct a tree, and that one's for European, one for American. American does both what this does what the European does work. I'm just gonna do 4. I in range +1 because it doesn't include that. Fine. They say for j in 0 to I, okay, I'm lost. Let's do print I. 32. 1 to 32. Fine. That's exactly 32. But, oh yeah, and then we're ignoring the 0 because we already have 0. Okay, fine. I think that's okay. LYI plus 33. That's just so for a j in four, 5, fine. But row 1, they're actually 2. Ah, just oh, I'm gonna assume this is just how it's supposed. Something goes wrong then. So now at true. says that should be JI. Are you? Are you? We could, and then we could print our true. Interesting. Okay. My intuition. I never defined the initial value of the stock like I zero. And now look at this. See that problem? This should have two values. This one should have three. Starting at the first one. First one from 0 to I. At I1, there's points. Days. Ah! Range. There you go. Because they were ignoring it. Or not index. Or index. Is more than enough. That's the problem. Now, let's print this. Okay. Let's print it. Plot lib. So the way they do it in the is they do a scatter. If I feel like if I so low key PLT dot yeah will be deleted. You know this is where I act. So I times that's it. There we go. It, only problem I see with it, it's not plotting the bottom one, not plotting this final point or the initial point. Of course, it's so I could do 0. Yeah. Now we have our initial point, and it looks like I'm pretty exact. I'm just missing one row here because there should be 33 of these. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. 1, 2, 10, 12, 13, 14, 30, 31. I only got 32. It should be 33. 33rd one. That means I need another I. That's why. Okay. Plus 1. Then this one. There we go. I think this is right. Looks like the book. Um, yeah. So in we could say in 5 months, this is the potential spread of the stock based on volatility. And so this is the present value of this stock based on that amount of time. So like if I want to go completely 5 months into the future based on the current volatility and the interest present value. And that's important for options because we need to find a fair value for the option right now where you can't arbitrage it. So it would those are make sense. And M increases to become more and more accurate. We also okay. So with that, I finished the But now I need to actually evaluate the. I think I'll do that next. So I just need to fully understand it more.